want to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. A Chatham County, North Carolina woman will spend the rest of her days behind bars after she was convicted of erasing her 14-month-old son. After a 6-week and the longest trial ever in Chatham County, jurors gave DeAndre Cotton and his family justice. Mother, 32-year-old Jocelyn Upchurch, was found guilty of CA, inflicting serious harm, and first-degree murder. In 2017, Cotton was found deceased in Upchurch's apartment in Pittsburgh. According to DeAndre's father, Darius Cotton, Upchurch stated that she laid her son down to sleep and returned, and then he was found deceased. However, an autopsy revealed that DeAndre was murdered. He had bruises around his face and his head. The autopsy also revealed that DeAndre had passed from blunt trauma to the chest and abdomen. The report also stated that DeAndre suffered broken ribs and a laceration to his liver. During the investigation, Jocelyn lied and blamed her then boyfriend, Ricky Adams, for taking the life of DeAndre. However, on Friday, November 4th, the jurors in the trial found him not responsible and acquitted him of all charges. Darius stated, quote, "The passing of his son is something he will never get over or forget." He also stated he wants to raise awareness about CA and neglect to children. Darius also stated that the mother got what it is that she deserves. According to Darius, his son's passing could have been prevented. He also stated that there were many outlets in love for DeAndre. Darius also stated that he prays that God will give him the strength to forgive because he wants to see his son again someday. Upchurch was sentenced to life in prison without a chance for parole. So again, for the people directly in the back, the father is or was, present in the child's life. They just, I guess, weren't together. At least how the story was written, I'm not sure if they were together or not, because she tried to blame somebody for it, and obviously he was acquitted of all of the charges that was there because she was lying. She was the one that specifically decided to do whatever it is that she wanted to do. Nobody told her to do this. Nobody coerced her to do this. Nobody threatened her to do this. She did this on her own willpower. And as the father stated, it was like, yo, there was no reason for this to even take place. Like there was, tons of avenues that, the child could have been taken to, and the child would have been very much taken care of if you weren't prepared, if you didn't have your faculties straight or whatever it is. And it's a shame. It's very much a shame when kids have to go through and they're no longer here due to the fact of, you know, the parents, due to the fact of the mothers out here that want to specifically feel as though that they have the 100% right just because they carried them for 9 months. They have the 100% right just to do whatever it is that they want to do. As if that child is not its own person, as if the child does not have its own energy, its own spirit, its own thought process, its own everything that is separate from you. Like I said, these are some of the most selfish types of women that I've ever seen before in my existence on this planet. And for the life of me, I can't understand, if you know that you are this type of individual, why even go out there and have relations unprotected with another person, knowing the potentiality that, not only, of course, are you putting your life at risk, right, by STIs, but you also have a heightened chance of more than likely being pregnant. And if you know that you're a selfish type of person like this, why even have kids? Like I said, I don't understand it. And I've told people before, I feel like the universe plays a very cruel joke, right? Where people who are undeserving of children, they can have all the kids in the world, all the kids in the world, back to back to back to back to back. But those who are the utmost deserving, who are loving, who are nurturing, who would take 100% care of those kids, who would make sure that they would have the best of the best of the best, they're cursed with not being able to actually be able to reproduce. And it's like that's a pretty messed up situation, because not saying that, those individuals can't just go out there and adopt. Of course they can. But a lot of parents want to be parents to a child that came directly from them. That when they look directly at that child, they see them. They see, in a sense, the bits of history that are getting carried on. They might spot, a look of an uncle, or a grandmother, a mother, or an aunt, or a brother, or something like that, right? And it's a very messed up situation. My condolences to the father, and to the young boy and to the family, because there's a multitude of ways that this could have been prevented, that this did not have to happen. She could have literally just dropped the kid off to a family and just walked away. That would have been it would have been hurtful to the kid later on, but at least he, would have been able to grow up to feel that hurt, to be within those emotions, and rightfully so. But all of that was stripped away because the mother decided, I'm just going to do whatever it is that I want to do. And then you're going to have the audacity to sit up there and lie on the man that's there. And you're going to try to pin and blame this all on him when you know that it was you that did this. And then the other part is, there's no motive. There's no motive for the reason that she did this. She just did it. And you're gonna have some people that's gonna be like, oh well, postpartum, postpartum distress, depression, and all this. Like, this can really culminate into no, 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 no. Because I get tired of hearing all of these excuses. Whenever women happen to do something, it's always a chemical imbalance. It's postpartum distress. It's this, it's that. Nah, man. Nah, stop with the excuses. She did this because she wanted to do it. She sat up there and erased a life because she wanted to erase a life. Like, it's ridiculous. It's 100% ridiculous. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that father, he's never going to get the answers that he's looking for, which is the why. Why? And I can more than likely still hear people talking about, oh well, this wouldn't happen if the father was here. This wouldn't happen if the father was present. Maybe if more fathers, maybe he was more present. Maybe if he would have sat up there and fought for cut. It's going to be a whole bunch of excuses to deflect away from the whole responsibility and the accountability of what this woman did. And that's what I see in a lot of stories that I cover like this. It's always all types of deflection, which makes no sense. Are you body blocking because you see eye to eye with this person? Or are you body blocking because you see yourselves directly in them and this is who you are? Because this is how I got to start questioning a lot of stuff, because the body blocking for a lot of stuff is crazy. Like, just because a woman is black don't mean that you have to sit up there and defend her. Like what? Like, that's crazy. That's a crazy line of thinking. That's 1000% crazy. And then that starts to make all other black women look crazy. But, you know, like I said before, it is what it is. Keep continuing to deflect, and I'll keep being a villain. No problem. At least we know, where it is that each other stands, right? One person cares about the kids, the other person doesn't.